What's up, everybody? And I don't think anybody's here yet. That's okay. Oh, little guy, you're in the picture. Hold on. Okay. It's your buddy Philtastic here with another episode of Last Week Today. And as you can see, excuse me, buddy, don't face this way. I am on dad duty at the moment. Hey, Beckerman. So we have, I guess, a special guest, you could say right now, who's used to watching this on the TV. So he might be making little noises soon. He should be going down for a nap soon. But hey, this is how things go. So just giving a couple minutes for everybody to fill in. I know Brian's show is still going on. Oh, you don't have your bib, buddy. I'm going to try to wrap up early today, too. Just so everybody could get to Only Slabs, I think, for to see Madam and Master. Oh, don't look. Don't look forward. Nope. All right. Here you go, buddy. Nope. No? Okay. So, yeah, I'm going to try to wrap up early just so everybody has a chance to do that. I think they're on at 11:30. But I'm just going to give a couple people a few more minutes to come in. I know Brian was still going, at least when I had it checked out. Thank you. So we'll see how it goes. I've had a pretty slow week anyway with comics, so it all kind of works out. I should mention, I do not know. I'm going to put you down here, pal. I do not know yet if I'll be going live next week. I would say make sure you check out the community tab and also my Instagram. That's probably the best place to see updates at this point. We really don't know what's going on with the holiday or whatnot. Oh, hold on, pal. He wants to see. We really just don't know what's going on with the holiday yet. So, yeah, it'll probably be a game time decision. But hopefully we'll do... Yep. Hey, Zach. That's what I figured. Yeah, so as I said, I'm not sure if I'm going to be going live next week, but stay tuned to the community tab. That's going to be the best place to see it. Yeah, Beckerman, it's been that type of thing. So do you mean like pick them up from the LCS or like physically pick them up and read them? Yeah, because I went to the LCS. Well, I mean, you guys saw that was about 2 weeks ago. So I am still going through those comics. And yeah, I haven't done many pickups at all lately within the past 2 weeks. Both, okay. I did get, and what I'll show you today is, if you've watched before, you might know that I do get some back issues from Instagram seller every now and then, and her shipment actually came in this week. But rather than go through each and every one like I did last time, because that got to be a little long and I'll be honest, maybe a little bit boring, I just kind of cherry picked some to show off. So, yeah, in fact, why don't we do this? I'll start the show with that. And again, it was a smaller shipment, I'll be honest with you. But, yeah, there were some things that I was kind of surprised to see. Hopefully I could kind of show everything off. There was one thing in particular I found that was very interesting. I think you guys are going to be shocked by. This isn't it, by the way. So this first one is Daredevil. In the CLZ's app at 0, but it's half. Remember from Wizard. Wizard did those half comics not too long ago. Includes the certificate of authenticity. Joe Quesada cover. I don't think these are that rare, to be honest with you. Now at all these those half ones, I can find them at dollar bin. But I liked Daredevil. This was, I think, around the time that the Bendis volume happened to be launching. I'm sorry, Kevin Smith volume happened to be launching. So that was the big promotion for that. This one I found interesting. So this is Quasar, hey Durs, who I'm not a big Quasar fan at all by any means. It says on it it's issue 1, but it's not. I had to do a little bit of research on this, and maybe you guys might know better than me. It's actually issue 36. But when they put this on the newsstands, not the direct market, the newsstands, they renumbered it as number 1, just for this issue. That struck me as odd. Oh, and actually, we were speaking about, or Brian was speaking about before I got out. Um, Greg Capullo. Greg Capullo. I just realized this is a Greg Capullo cover. Hey, Bay. Let me focus in on that one here. Yeah, that's his cover. Sorry, not number 30, no, number 36, number 32. Yeah, so I don't know why they did that. My first issue of Quasar I ever read. Sorry. Sounds fun, Matt. What happened? Matt's here? I think you went to the wrong chapters. That's okay. Essential Vertigo. People are going for this. You like that, buddy? Sandman. Yeah, the Essential Vertigos I think people have been getting now because the price of the Sandman books are still a little bit inflated. I can tell you, I've been trying to get a Sandman #1. I understand. I've been trying to get a Sandman #1. Sit over here, pal. For a little bit, and the prices went down before the show announced, but they kind of jumped back up. So I'm just kind of waiting for a lull, and really with Christmas and end of the year stuff coming up, haven't had a whole lot of extra money to go around. So maybe that just might be something in the future. He's happy now. That's good. Speaking of prices going up and down, there's a perfect one there. Galactic Summer is the first event book. Oh, that's cool. I'm trying to think. I read it. I think I actually have a trade for it. I've tried to read it a couple times, and it just hasn't been going through. What do you think, Belle? Seth, what's going on, sir? Okay, this is a book, speaking of going up and down, that soared last year and has come back down to earth. Fist of Khonshu, Moon Knight, #2, or Moon Knight, Fist of Khonshu. The first appearance of Arthur Harrow. Again, when I get them here, they're for like $1. So it's a good pickup. Yeah, buddy. Hey, madam. In case you're just coming in, I didn't have a whole lot to go through this week, so I'm showing you some pickups I had. I am going to try to end early so we can all jump over to Madam and Masters on Only Slabs. They're going to be special guests, from what I understand. I may or may not be streaming live next week. Stay tuned. Check me on IG in the community tab to find out. One other thing I want to say too. Hey, Cup. I've been part of the reason I haven't had much reading done. I've been very busy at work with some with some artistic AOKs. Last year, I prepared a bunch of wood rounds and sent them out to just members of the community and friends who I wanted to do something nice for. I had something that was along the same lines planned, but not wood rounds, but just with issues going on with iPad and just time. And the little guy right here, hey Paul, I haven't had time to finish them up, so I'm still working on them. If you're looking for them, you're not going to get them before Christmas. I don't even think I've told anybody what I'm doing on it yet. Hi, Neil. I hope you're feeling better, man. Neil was a little under the weather earlier this week. And check out his channel if you don't know, by the way, Neil's Comics and Video Games. Always a pleasure. Another one from that pickup pile. And this is another one where the value had jumped up and it's back down to earth now. Spider-Man #35. This was part of Maximum Carnage. And this jumped up because it was the first appearance of Shriek, who appeared in the Venom Let There Be Carnage film, which I still haven't seen. And from what I understand, I wasn't missing much. I'll see it at some point, but I wasn't running. Silver Sable in the Wild Pack with crazy 90s foil. #1, I had to do that. And you can tell it's the 90s because they had to either throw Spider-Man or Wolverine on the cover. Actually, this might have been this is from when I really first started collecting, because I remember it was the 30th anniversary of Spider-Man. They had that there. Lost a few pounds and feel better for it. Well, there's a silver lining, sir. So yeah, I look forward to checking this out. And this was the first Silver Sable ongoing solo story. I can't believe I said that without flubbing. That's pretty cool. small victories. Next, we have, this is a book by Bad Idea that I wanted to check out, but this was around the time I realized that Bad Idea was really kind of, in my opinion, hey pal, not great for the LCSs, just making them jump through hoops to get their books. But saw this again. This is that Instagram claim page I go. The Lot #1, Marguerite Bennett. I'm looking forward to looking at this. I love the visuals, at least of the cover. Nice black and white with red accent there. Everybody's doing good, Neil. No complaints. Little guy is right next to me. My wife is resting. We had a car alarm, not one of ours, but somewhere in the neighborhood, go off at like 5 a.m, and she couldn't fall back to sleep. Oh, hold on a second. He's on the move. Buddy, you can run around in a little bit. Not right now, though. Just let me go through. We're halfway there. No, it's fine. Here, you want a bottle? Good. Okay, good. He's having a bottle. Oof. Okay. Okay, the next, I know people have been talking a lot about homage covers. Here's one. Oh, here you go, pal. Blue Devil, number 14. And this is the first appearance of that character in the front, Kid Devil. I'm not very familiar with Blue Devil. Again, I thought the cover was interesting. I know it's homage. I read him in, was it the New 52 when they first did, I don't even think they called it Justice League Dark. It was like a mystical kind of DC superhero series, and I think Blue Devil was one of the characters involved. I kind of want to say I also remember Ragman as part of it. I'd have to look that up. Hey, Trev. This next one is going to strike you guys as a little odd. He's looking at it already. This is a Disney character who, you got it? Okay. I loved as a kid, and he's become kind of gained like, I want to say like a cult following the last couple of years. They were actually supposed to dismantle his ride, and they changed their mind. I think their ride, that being said, does need a bit of an update, and I do think that I don't know if they have any plans to promote this character more, but this is Figment 2. Figment, again, one of my favorites growing up, and one of the smarter things I think I could say I did, or one of the better things I did pre-pandemic, my wife had never been to Disney World before, so for her birthday, I surprised her. Shadow Packs, there we go. Thank you, Beckerman. Yeah, Blue Devil, was Blue Devil in that? I feel like he was. He had a small part in it. Yeah, my wife had never been to Disney before, and this was before we had the little guy. We actually, fun fact, yes, buddy. Fun fact, we knew we were trying for a child, and we thought, wouldn't it be cool if we do our, baby reveal pictures at Disney? So we were carrying around a onesie, and we took pictures with the different characters. Now, fast forward, it took a little bit longer than we anticipated, of course. We went to do the reveal, and we totally forgot we took these pictures. So, as you may know, I don't really share pictures of my son online for various different reasons. And what we ended up doing is we shared his picture, when he was born, because all babies look the same when they're born, in my opinion. They all look like little old men. So then I shared finally the onesie pictures that we took. And yeah, that was my Epcot memory. Cool story, bro, right? Okay. And one more, I've got two more actually of the pickups I kind of cherry picked from that Instagram purchase. This is Spider-Man's pal Jimmy Olsen, number 139. I don't collect Jimmy Olsen. I'm not a big Superman fan. Did I say Spider-Man's pal? I didn't get any coffee yet today, no breakfast yet today. It's been all about the little guy, but that's okay. I got this for one reason and one reason alone. If you've followed me on Instagram, which hopefully you do if you're on Instagram, You may know I'm a huge fan of comedy shows and comedians, and this is a book where Don Rickles guest appears. Actually, one of my very first YouTube videos I did was on comedians and comic books, and this was one of the books I highlighted even before I owned it. So as soon as I saw it, I knew I had to grab it. Never got to see Don Rickles. I've heard a lot of his older stuff, and he was hilarious. I remember him in the film Dirty Deeds. Norm Macdonald picture. We lost him earlier this year too. If you haven't seen that, very funny man, and yeah, just kind of happy to add that to the collection. Just something a little extra. I remember in that episode, I want to say it was like my second or third YouTube video, I highlighted a biography comic I had found on George Carlin, another great comedian. But that kind of transitions over to this is the last of the Instagram haul I'm going to show, and I picked this up just because it looks so unique and it was cheap. And then I realized something else in here too. Yep, Dirty Work. This is Personality Comics Presents, which I've never heard of Personality Comics Presents, the illustrated biography magazine of Madonna. I'm not a Madonna fan. Like I said, just something kind of struck me as weird in this, as off in this. So I was going to bag it up, and I opened it up. It looked like the cover, to be honest with you. I don't know if this is going to come up on camera. I was bummed at first because I was like, oh my God, it looks like there's some sort of damage to it. There's like a bag within a bag here. If you get a closer look, you could kind of see what I'm talking about. There's that indent. Hey, Brian. And then I saw this little note on the back, and I'm going to try to open this. Again, I'm working one-handed here because the little guy's with us. Let's see. Okay. It is a very cool cover, yes. Now, there we go. You could probably get a better look now. You might see what I'm talking about with that little indentation. But I opened up the front cover because I realized it's not that it's like warped or anything from moisture. There's something behind it. And I find in here, okay, this is going to be tough. All right, let me put this down for a second. Okay. You okay? Okay, I'm doing my Spider-Man thing so the little guy doesn't fall and I can show this to you at the same time. This little card here, it's a, I guess this is a limited edition comic from 1991, and it says it was limited. This is number 1330 of 2000. The artist is Jimmy Palmiotti. Palmiotti. So I don't know if this is one of the first things that he's done or not, but I don't know. That was pretty cool. I have to research it a bit further. But, and I did scan through some of the interior artwork, and it is really well done, especially, I'm going to be honest with you, I didn't really expect a whole lot art-wise, but I was pleasantly surprised. Okay. Putting that back here. Okay. Ready? No? Okay. He'll let me know when he's ready for more. No. There we go. Nope. Faking me out. One more? No. He'll let me know when he's ready for more. Okay. So yeah, those were the pickups. Again, I just cherry picked some from that Instagram post. Looks like we have about 10 more minutes before Only Slab starts. Again, if you're just tuning in, it's going to be a shorter show today. Because I want to watch Master and Madam, and I'm starving at this point. Little guy, don't play with the charger. Little guy's been busy, keeping me busy. What else? You got a boss baby on your hands? Yeah. Yeah, and also I've been working on some art AOKs. They're not going to get out before Christmas, but that's okay because people don't know that I'm sending it to them. So you might get that, I'm thinking, early January. So I will show you what I read. And again, I didn't really read that much this week. I'm being honest with you. I've been very busy, of course, with the holidays, as everybody has been. So stuff I read, and remember, I'm playing catch up. Variants issue number 2. I've only read issue 1 and 2 so far, but I really enjoy the series. I've been enjoying the series on a whole. I think the script is solid. Centers around Jessica Jones, who is a Marvel character that, in my opinion, we don't really see enough of. I enjoyed Alias back in the day. I enjoyed her own series. I didn't watch all of the Netflix shows. I only got through season 1. But this is good. It's kind of a cross-dimensional kind of story with different versions of Jessica Jones showing up. Phil Noto artwork. And yeah, as you can see in the cover, something going on with Daredevil here. Yes, thank you, Brian. I appreciate that. You're good. He's good. He's happy. He's smiling. He's laughing. He's playing with his burp cloth. It's just his favorite toy. Go figure. Okay. I read the conclusion to the Gambit series, number 5. Conclusion was just okay. I do think it was an achievement in itself that Chris Claremont was able to turn around and say, hey, this story takes place between here and here. It's like he found that kind of magic little sweet spot to tell this story. Hold on a second. Nope. Oh, Seth, yeah, I'm thinking that might be happening in issue 3. He wants to get up and he likes to crawl around, but just on the couch. He doesn't want to crawl around on the floor or on the mat. So I usually let him crawl on the couch, but I can't make sure he doesn't fall off the couch right now. So, yeah, he's not a happy camper at the moment, but that's okay. So I thought it was just an okay ending. Please don't hit Mr. Phil's like button. Chad is the one that hits like buttons. Chad, you had to go there, Neil. You had to go there with Chad. I don't know necessarily that was a story that needed to be told. I don't think it really added anything to Gambit. I'll do say that I do appreciate the kid version of Storm a little bit more from that, and they did do a little bit to kind of add more into Storm, I think, if that makes sense. I'm not ruining anything. The villains themselves I found to be a little generic and very 90s, which I guess fits with the tone of the story or the time, place of the story. Overall, I was happy I read it. I don't think it's something that needs to be revisited. Could have I just read it digitally? Probably. Yeah, Seth, that's going to come soon. And I keep telling my wife we need to buy a gate because I have steps right behind me. I know he's going right for those. Nope. We're almost there, pal. We're almost there. Hang with me, brother. And then I guess along with those throwbacks, we've got X-Men Legends issue number 2. This one I really liked. It was the wrap up to the first issue. Again, they seem to find a good spot where they could tell this story between Hulk 181 and Giant Size X-Men. I liked it. I liked it a whole lot. There's no other better way to say it. The tone is just right. And to me, it does add into the whole kind of Wolverine X-Men lore. Well done. This next one, didn't care for it too much. And to be honest with you, if I realized I was picking this up, I would have put it back down. I'm a big X-Men fan, as many of you probably know by now. One of the X-Men that I don't care for is Longshot. And I know for some people, don't play with the Charger. For some people, that's heresy, but I just never saw the appeal. And I've tried. So this is X-Men Legends number 3, Enter the Mojoverse. Again, it's a Longshot-centric issue. In a sense, I like her stuff in general, but this one didn't hit it for me. I do like that they focused, I think more on Spiral. I think that she's a good character that they don't really go too much into. I know she was part of Uncanny X-Force at one point. That run was not good, so I didn't follow it too long. Yeah, I'm on the fence whether I'm going to bother to pick up the 4th issue because, again, I didn't care for this, but I want to see what they're kind of going to. I mean, look, if you have Mojo in a story, you pretty much know what the story's going to be. He's a character that I think they kind of really don't know what to do. Longshot is one of my favorite basketball players, but he's not. Yeah, different Longshot. This is kind of like I can't even remember the name of the band. I'm too tired. Like he's kind of like a Duran Duran version, I guess you could say. I don't know. I was going somewhere and then I wound up going nowhere, but that's the story of my life. Okay, a couple more minutes. So that's what I read, and that's, again, some of my pickups for this week. To recap, I do not know if I'll be going live next week, so stay tuned to Instagram and to the community tab on YouTube to determine that. Don't put that in your mouth, okay? He's not listening. I don't really think he speaks English. Yeah, Mojo is really ugly. You're right, but I feel like they almost did something interesting with him a couple years ago with his issue of X-Men Black, but it really didn't go anywhere in the end. And I think he's somebody that they could really, if they wanted to, maybe do some stuff with, because Mojo was based on cable television, and now it's all about streaming. In fact, I think that they did do some sort of series or story that was similar to that, but I don't quite know it off the top of my head. So anyway, stay tuned to either YouTube or Instagram, see if we're going live. If for some reason I'm not going to be going live Saturday, maybe I'll do something Friday night or even Thursday night. Probably Friday night because I have a half day Friday. I don't know. We'll see. But in the meantime, please join me in checking out Madam and Master Blaster on OnlyFans. I'm sorry. Wow. On Only Slabs. I think that's a good place to end. So thanks again for coming out. I appreciate it. Yeah, buddy. Peace, love, and comics. Take care.